Ooh. Are you dealing with persistent pins and needles in your feet? Stay tuned to learn some exercises to help. Rehab, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Craig Lindell, and today I'm going to be talking about that annoying pins and needles sensation we can occasionally feel in our feet. Before we dive into some exercises to help, let's get a solid understanding of the nerves that are in our body, how they function, and why we should be giving them a little bit more TLC. Think of the last time you felt tightness in your low back or your calf muscles. You likely had the desire to stretch it. Well, what if I told you that nerves like mobility as well? That's right. We never want to neglect the nervous system when it comes to mobility. The central nervous system, which is our brain and spinal cord, as well as our peripheral nervous system, the nerves that lie outside of our central nervous system throughout our body. They play an intimate role with how our body moves and functions. But how do we know when our nervous system is talking to us? Let's start with nerve pain. It can feel like pins and needles, a burning sensation, numbness, or possibly a heaviness in your legs, or even a stabbing type of discomfort. There are a multitude of reasons why we may experience this nerve pain in our feet or legs, including nerve entrapment, poor blood supply to our nervous system, phantom limb, which is a residual pain following an amputation, peripheral neuropathy, which can be commonly found in the feet of those who have diabetes, or an injury to our nervous system, or even a vitamin deficiency. Did I get them all? Okay, time to talk about exercises for those pins and needles in the feet. All right, so to start out, if symptoms are more irritable, let's say a 4 out of 10, and higher with things like daily activities or sports, we want to begin in the pain management phase. This is going to include nerve mobilizations. It's very important to remember, nerves are definitely different than muscles. What I mean by this is muscles give us feedback right away, whereas nerves typically have a delayed response to exercise. So if you've been dealing with what you believe to be bad nerve pain, please be conservative with the exercises demonstrated in this video, as you may not feel the results until 30 to 60 minutes after. With that said, setting up with the supine nerve glider is an excellent introductory option to manage nerve pain, as well as general posterior chain mobility, which includes nerves and muscles. The low back is supported well with our hook lying posture in this exercise, and we have lots of control over the intensity of the stretch. We can provide tension up high, and we can slack down below, or vice versa. We can progress to even more intensity by tensioning at the knee or at the ankle. Because the sciatic nerve has a common attachment point at the spinal dura, we can improve the mobility of the irritated nerve even by stretching the opposite side. Try this option if your symptoms worsen. When the nerve is calmed down and we're getting better access to leg mobility, we can begin to address low back mobility. The cat-cow distraction is an effective option to improve space in end-range positions of both flexion and extension. The assistance of pushing into a stable surface helps support force and stress going through the back and the legs. You'll find this sort of exercise will help free up motion in the low back, allowing for improved tolerance to forward and backward folding. Mobility in the low back will begin to have a cascading effect, as the nerves in the legs will have less tension and entrapment from their origin spots. All right, as we continue to make progress and we're in a fairly low irritable state and low back motion is near full, we want to address stability of the lumbar spine. Taking a high plank to down dog and up dog transition is going to recruit the abdominal and core complex of the lumbar spine. We are once again moving through full range of motion into flexion and extension, but doing so with our core musculature providing the support we need for the increased stress and force. This is an excellent progression when looking to get back to more lumbar and leg loaded tasks such as squatting, hinging, pushing, or pulling. You may find points of stiffness and weakness, but we want to work through those impairments as long as we are not aggravating symptoms into our leg. You can control the level of stress and load that goes into the muscles and nerves of the leg by ultimately putting less or more weight into your legs based on pelvic position. If you shift your weight backwards, more load, whereas if you keep your pelvis more forward, it's going to be less load on your legs and more on your arms. Okay, so let's hit you all with the major takeaways. We want to improve nerve blood flow and mobility, beginning with something easy like a supine sciatic nerve glide. Then we want to improve our lumbar mobility with access to increased space at the nerve roots by using a cat-cow distraction technique. And lastly, we want to improve our lumbar stability by challenging spine position and control through the full range of motion. This can be achieved with the downward dog and upward dog exercise that we demonstrated last. As long as you stick to performing these exercises almost daily and you don't have any other condition that's contributing to the pins and needles that you're experiencing, that sensation should subside. And now you have a few exercises in your routine to help eliminate that sensation if it ever comes back. Lastly, if you like these exercises and you want to learn a little bit more so that you can eliminate any other nerve-related symptoms, check out our Low Back Rehab program, as well as check out our full body mobility program that not just focuses on mobility exercises, but it also takes the nervous system into consideration. All right, Prehab, until next time.
Hey, did you like this video? If you did, you should definitely check out the Prehab app. It includes all of our programs, a brand new workout library, and tons more videos like the one you saw today. Check it out by clicking on this link. You get a free trial. Take control of your health today.